In this video, I'm going to answer 2 questions from some viewers, and I thought that this might be a nice thing to do every week. Collect the questions, put it into one video, and then you can learn the answer to your question, plus maybe some other stuff as well that you maybe didn't know that you needed to know. So I'll start with the first thing first, which is about a technical exercise from an old video, where the left hand, both hands are playing the same chord. I'll just take C major 7. And it's about hand independence. So first of all, of course, you'll just do them like this. And then you can do it with octaves in the right hand. And of course, you can reverse it, etc. And the difficulty came for this person when it became 2 notes in the left hand for 1 on the right, or reversed. So this kind of thing, which you can reverse as well. But the problem is, well, doing it is the problem. The solution is to slow down, and not just slow down. I have something called the dissection philosophy. And the dissection philosophy really means you go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, meaning slower and slower and slower and slower until you can do it, even if it's slower than what a metronome can be useful at. Because sometimes it's too slow, you can't feel how long the clicks will be. So for this one, you literally need to go down to being, 10 beats per minute, like absolutely slow as you can possibly go. So it will literally be, just get used to doing that. So you're dissecting it into the smallest components. And that is the smallest component. At the same time, it's pretty easy. Level 0. Level 1, just doing that. That's it. And then we're going to add 1 note only. So do lots of repetitions at each level. Even do it with the octaves if you want. Many, many, many times. Try it in a different key. Just to get used to that feeling. Because the point is you want to get to the point where you're doing it without any conscious interference. It just doesn't matter what the key is. But that's it. So let's add the next note. So it's going to be that. It's going to be these notes together. So we're going to go up to that note. Now that you can do this part easily, you just add this. We're not even talking about speed or metronomes or anything. That's it. That's not too hard. I'll do it in F. You can dissect it in terms of theory by saying that you're playing, the root together. The left hand only plays the 3rd, and then the left hand plays the 5th, and the right hand plays the 3rd. You can analyze it like that, but that's way too cerebral. That's good. E flat. G. Just to get used to the feeling. That's it. Okay, so what's the next bit going to be? I think I'm doing it in reverse. Doesn't matter. Either way, it doesn't matter. Do it the same way. Now it's the B on its own. There's no speed involved. Nice. So let's just see how far we keep going. Because the left hand's going to come down, so that's where we are now. The G seems to be at the same time, I think. Or is it, no, B and G, is it? Yes, no, it's G and G. So you're doing the G with the E. But you're not memorizing the notes. This is just a feeling. So that's it. Dissection philosophy. You go as slowly as you possibly can to the smallest component. You just keep adding 1 extra note each time until you don't even need to think about it. Second thing was about modal theory and all the chord stuff. So first of all, the diatonic chords, not modal theory, diatonic chords. Major 7, minor 7, minor 7, major 7, flat 7 or dominant 7, minor 7, half diminished, back to 1 again, major 7. Of course, that's in all the keys. Is that rule broken? Yes. I'd like to just show you how it is most commonly broken, mainly on the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 6th. So, and even the 1st. The 1st is a major 7, but it can often be played as a 6. The 2 is often, especially in jazz, played as a regular dominant 7, but then it falls to a minor. So it's still a 2 chord in that kind of 2-5-1 thing, but you can land on it on a D7 or D9, and it sounds quite nice to resolve it to the minor, so it's still a 2. 3 is often, the same thing happens, it's just played as a 3rd. You don't normally go, not the same thing happens, I mean both chord types are available, but on the 3, often it's played as just a regular major 3rd based chord, E7, so 3-7. That rarely resolves to a minor 7 after being played as a major 3rd. It's just common to play it like that. And 3rd is also known, is common to see it as a half diminished. Okay, 4, major 7, and it can also be minor major 7. It can also be minor 6, or it can just be minor. And that's a nice way to end a song. So let's just do your 2-5-1. I'm just playing it nicer just so you can hear what it sounds like. And then you'll go up to the F. F minor major 7, put a 9 in there if you want. And then finish on the 1, 6 or major 7. That happens quite a lot. Simple minor. So that happens quite a lot. 5 is normally just your 7 chord. You can't really change that too much. But of course you can play it in a more fancy way as a 13. Same chord both hands. 7th, 3rd, 6th or 13th. You can put the 9 with it. You can flatten the 9. G13 flat 9. You can play a flat 13, E flat. You can play that with a flat 9 as well, which sounds nice with the G in the bass. Lovely, nice thing. So that's generally will always be the flat 7 chord, the dominant 7 chord. 6 is always minor 7 according to modal theory, but it's very often played as a 7 chord with the major 3rd, very, very frequently. Often the reverse happens from what happens in D. Often that A chord, the 6, goes from minor to major 3rd. Happens in Fly Me to the Moon. Here. Happens there. So that's quite a nice example. And the 7 doesn't really change, that's half diminished. So nothing really to say about that one. So there you go, 2. So 2 drops to a minor, often. 3 can be done as a regular 7 or half diminished, minor 7 flat 5. 4 can often be done with a minor, minor 6, depends how you want it to sound. You can even put the 2 together. That's quite nice. 5 doesn't really change. 6, regular 7, but it can go from minor to major. 1 is major 7 or 6, and 7 doesn't really change. So there you go. Hopefully this video has been of use to you. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll put them I'll bundle them into a video. Hopefully you've learned something else that you didn't know you needed to know. All the best. Bye for now.